サイゲームスウマ娘プリティダービー。
謝罪の許可を願います。電気ポットの故障を確認。食後のお茶の予定は消去済みです。
I don't know. Sound check. Alright, I shall be a guest in the background in
なあ、 無事にブライアン
Alright.
マスター
That
お知
is
らせ
good
が
for
届
now.
いた参加馬娘になる本気
Ah,
夢でなく
I wish I could. I wish I could act.
マスターと契約したあの日から
Oh, hold on. I just need to notify everyone.
よく西のフラワーさんが部屋に花を飾るのですが見ていると不思議と
I
心が安
am.
定します
Hold on. I'm already streaming with another game. That's why that's why I had to chat ahead of time. Okay. I already cleared 2 pieces card and searching for unseen
ファ
sites
ーストア
card.
ニバーサリー記念ショップ開催中ですぜひお越しください
Okay. I already exchanged everything on the first anniversary. The legacy is factory. Okay.
ありがとうございます
So for me, if I'm going to cover the main story, I will just have to temporarily mute. Alright, so yeah. Everyone in the chat. I'll just do the intro. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry. I was just distracted because I wanted originally I wanted to play multiplayer session stream, but I predicted Goga was going to invite me to play Left 4 Dead 2, so I had to just decline. So anyway, this is the boy and time for another Umamusume Pretty Derby live stream. This time it's on the English version because I would like to catch up with the story content before for the story arc. So sometimes I will or depending on the story content, I am likely going to be interacting with the guys on Discord while they're playing Left 4 Dead 2. And let's cover the event story. And actually not event story. Let's cover the main story. I covered chapter 3 last time, so I didn't cover chapter 4 when the game did release. So I have to do this. Now Scenery is next. I think it released a few weeks ago. Roiling Craving, however, it did release like a few months ago. So yeah, you're seeing the preview for third chapter. So anyway, I will likely going to be reacting on the Left 4 Dead 2 voice chat while I will cover the main story. But this time, let's go to the Lone Wolf. It's time to cover the main story chapter of Narita Brian. And as usual, I prepped up the race records in case of the main story will likely cover the highlights of the legendary Lone Wolf. So let's give it a whirl. I'm sure it's going to be a one for the loneliness books, but to be honest, I think it is going to be one to trust the new trader Sad over the. So here it is. Right at the start, Narita Ryan is now heading up to the starting gate. This is going to be interesting. So 2-kilometer race. Nakayama race course. I feel like this is from the future or the past. So since I'm playing this with 1440 PC, I knew I was expecting this story cinematics. Well, this is taking place in spring. Front leaves over God, who's going to win? And there goes Dr. Brian using her unique skill. She's racing with at least 200 meters left. She is gaining a huge lead. Get to the finish line. Satsuki Sho. Satsuki Sho. If I can pinpoint that race they're replicating, it's in the April 17, 1994 Satsuki Sho, the Japanese 2000 Guinness. So yeah, the Satsuki Sho at April 17, she got first place. To her, it's just another day at horse racing. The runner-up of that race is Sakura Super O. So Naruto Ryan won against that Umamusume on Satsuki Sho. Oh, like toddlers! Fancy, what are you talking about? 3 length lead. Length lead. I wish I know the difference, but it should be on the April 17. Alright, the classics are prestigious races as it is, and that win was phenomenal. It cemented Naruto Brian's reputation. She's the best racer of the generation. Is she? Well, it's not without its behind the scenes. Here comes the usual gold ship and Meijuro McQueen. So, granddaddy and grandson here to demonstrate to see how Naruto Brian gets into the race with efficient markers. She should pass our expectations, everyone. I had to revamp her training routine over and over. Nice going, Brian. You're getting comfortable with that running style? I gave him some advice, but Brian's the one who made it work. I was blown away from the first time I saw it. Alright, let's finish up with one more lap. I guess he's fine taking lunch seriously when it comes to training. McQueen wants some! Looks like it. Even Brian has some fans. Wait, how are you barging our training grounds? Should have asked permission to the chairwoman first. Gold Chef is up to answering questions. I'll let you handle it. Above. That's how she signs off, because she's not interested in asking questions that reporters already know what they saw about her race at the Satsuki Show. Will you try to triple crown? Nope. Well, they're just stepping stones. And then someone didn't send its goddamn kitty land. For those wondering, that's the Left 4 Dead 2 Dead Carnival campaign. So winning the triple crown is not it's not I mean, to her it's just a simple race, but once she reaches the Twinkle Series race, then it's going to be a serious race. Come to think of it, I did cover the event, the main story with winning tickets, since Biwa is part of the BMW trio. Not all of them race together, but rather they race in different times. Sometimes one of the two manage to compete against each other, and then the other just spectates. I didn't know that Biwa and Brian are like relatives. Let me check.
いつになったら満たされる日が来
Narita,
るのだ。
Brian, and
寮に戻るときは裏門を使うといい。 そこなら取材
connection.
陣もいない。
So Brian and Biwa are real life half brothers in real life. So that reminds me. So that's why that's why in Umamusume they are like sisters.
そんなことは姉貴が一番わかってるだろう。
You should have better than anyone
あん
else.
たの背中を追い抜い
It'll
た
be
時
the day. It'll be the day I beat you. There is. Maybe there is. Now, I did check, and while I did use Google Gemini, yes, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for using AI, but come on. In real life, Naruto Brian and Bio Haihira were real life half brothers, born to the same mother. So it's Pacificus. Bio was older while Brian was younger. They're top tier racehorses with their anticipated brother showdown in the 1994 Animakinen. Failing to materialize due to, I won't spoil. It's going to be in the main story, I think. Oh man. Back when I first met Narita Brian, several months before her astonishing win in the Satsuki show, her running was, in a word, restrained. That'd be me trying to announce that in unison. Picasso! You just finished your race! With the you just finished your, I guess, winning streaks. You should be running too, Gold Ship! Why are you dozing around here, though? Also, she got her own YouTube channel. Okay, then. Anyway, that's enough training for today. Good job, everyone. She left first. Koga's favorite, it's rice shower. Wait, is that? How did you know? So I follow winning tickets games and found a Razer, training tirelessly. Bibble up again? Develops flexibly with powerful strides. It's not bad running at first glance, but something isn't quite in sync. Ah, come on, Bibble ups again? Hayahide's sister?
なんで一人でトレーニングしてんだろう。チームのみんなと一緒じゃないのかな。
Her team, so she debuted already?
確かこれまで5戦走って勝ちは2つだったかな。
So I guess she has a winning rate of 40%. At least the first 5 races.
だって早秀が言ってたんだよね。ブライアンは才能の塊だって。
So I think what rating ticket is referring to is the first 5 races. So at Satsuki Show, that was at the classics one. So from that point, I think we're in after the daily high Sansai stakes. She referred Narita Brian's racing records of 5 races and 2 wins. So she got second place on the 3-year-old debut, first place on the next. By the way, this is on August 15 and 29 in the same year, 1993. And then she got second place on Hakodate Sansai Stakes, second place on September 26, 1993. And then she has her second win at Hibokuse Tokubetsu, which is October 24, 1993. And then the recent one that she participated is in Daily High Sansai Stakes, which is second place. It is a G2 race. So that took place in November 6, 1993. So I think our Trader-san is at this point after by the time she is finishing her 5th race and preparing for the Kyoto Sansai Stakes, which is an OP race. in the race records. So a heap of talent, huh? The analytical Biwa Haida, a heap of talent in her own right, would praise her sister that much. Hearing that alone would have piqued my interest, but then, not long after, I find her the bride again in an unexpected place.
なかなかに実力のある子が揃ってるな。誰をスカウトするか慎重に決めないと。
あら、次のレースに出る成田ブライアンってすでにデビューしていたような。
チームを辞めたらしいです。
This isn't Star Wars, by the way.
それが合わなかったとかで。
Join me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Tryouts or racers don't have a team yet, trying to be scouted by a trainer. Now I get why she was training on her own, but what happened with her trainer that made her quit? While I'm still pondering that, Ryan's race begins. This is a boogie race. 5 lengths behind first place?
見事な走りだったよ。ぜひともうちのチームで走ってみないか。
So
こちらこそ。
So I think we're supposed to be scouting her now that she finished her junior year then. Seeing the other traders approaching Umamusume, I head over to the racer who caught my interest. Search your feelings, you know it to be true. Hey, Naruto Brand, mind if we talk? Huh? She's right, she didn't display much of a performance about speed near the end. However, I can't help but I think that awkward running from hers is too blame. Now I have to know if I'm right. Your flexibility and momentum were good. Perfect form as well. But I think those pieces aren't fitting together well. Your form's too textbook, so it's holding you back on your power. Try running more freely and let your strength guide you. You know, have the freedom to express through the running. And then she lands! And that's how she runs fast. Whatever I was expecting, it wasn't this. Yes, it wasn't this. Ooh, okay. So photo mode got something interesting. So apparently the eyes are part of the UI for some reason. So if I remove this UI, Brian is running. But if Brian is running with eyes open. If I press hide, the UI shows the raw illustration and then shows Naruto Brian is running with eyes closed. But obviously, I think it was due to the I guess 2D animation that came to Princess Connect Relive. I can't believe they still haven't implemented right click to go back. Her stats is so slow. She looks like an animal on the hunt. Let's go! She's running a blaze. Yeah, she's a really heap of talent. If you ran like that in the race, we would have placed first for us. Yes, it'll be even faster than that. Well, can't say I'm not looking forward to it. If you don't mind me asking, why'd you leave your team? Your trainer must have been proud that you racked up 2 wins. More?
私の成績が安定しないのは気持ちの整えができていないからだと言われた。
Chatting with a I see a man of culture as well. Composure, huh? Oh wait, hold on. I saw sorry. I saw that chat. Okay, back to the main story. Sorry, I was checking on another stream. She must not have a good handle on her excitement when she's competing. It's important to be hyped up, but a racer also needs to keep cool when making critical split-second decisions.
そんな話は受け入れられない。トレーナーが言いたいことなど分かっている。
Why in
その上で
italics?
私は拒否した。それだけだ。
Wanting to run is as simple as it gets, and she's certainly strong-willed to leave her team over that. And she has the ability to turn that passion into raw physical power. We start now. We could still make the Tokyo Juniors Kyoto. I said Tokyo! Hold
何
on!
の話だ。
I said Tokyo. I meant Kyoto! Okay, if we start now, we could still make the Kyoto Junior Stakes. There's the G1 Asahi High Futurity Stakes too. Now, I think what's referring to is... I think it's not yet... I think it's not yet in the story, I think, but it's on Kyoto Sansai Stakes. I think that's the race it's referring to, the Kyoto Sansai. XP, I'm gonna need some help. Okay. Sound check. I opened my mic. Anyway, G1 Asahi. So I think it's at a later timeline, but the next race was supposed to be Kyoto Sansai Stakes, which would be the next race. So, right. Rather than hold back your desire to run, I think it'd be better to channel it through more races. So, would you like to race on my team?
そういえば、今日はスカウトされるために走ったんだった。レースよりその後の走りの印象が強くて忘れていた。
Well, let's try that new running style in the next race.
ああ、存分に走らせてもらおう。
Well, she has no regrets when we scouted her then. And so Narita Brian becomes the newest member of Team Sirius. And I'll soon get to see exactly how boundless her talent really is. Alright, let's do this. Now, there should be a cut in line with this one because there's a race which is Asahi Futurity Stakes. The Asahi High Sansai Stakes, is this? Sansai Stakes. Okay, so the Asahi High Futurity Stakes kind of looks like it's replicating to the old G1 race called Asahi High Sansai Stakes, which is in December 12, 1993. That's where Narita Brian can get first place there. But because it became a race, component and not a story episode, you can expect how Narita Brian won first place on Asahi High Sansai Stakes. She got first place against Field Bomber, which is the runner-up Umamusume at that time. So afterwards, so that's two races after the daily Sansai Stakes, Kyoto Sansai Stakes, which is an OP race, and Narita Brian is on just won first place. That's the second win, I think, on the Asahi High Sansai Stakes. So let's go to the next episode, and it does include it does include a winning live, so let's see. What song are you talking about? Yeah, I had to turn on Michael Remy music. Okay. So now I am already talking a little bit while it's loading. Anyway. Yeah, I did. I didn't bother. I didn't bother unmuting the stream. I'm just spectating. After joining the team, Narrative Brian's performance doesn't just stabilize, it gets better and better. With the Satsuki Show 1, next will be the most celebrated race of the Twinkle series, the Tokyo Yushun Japanese Derby. So it's a time skip then. High Sansei Stakes was just one of the races that I played. So that skips to 1, 2, 3, 4 races. And then Satsuki Show. So this leads us to the Tokyo Yushu Japanese Derby, which is in May 29, 1994. She will get the Triple Crown and become one of the winners or not. I haven't even got the second crown yet. Yes, that is just a prediction because we're not on May 29th yet. If I recall, I think Narrative Brian is then closer. Okay, everyone's got their eyes on her right now. Yes, I know. The time skip though. I have no doubt she'll be the favorite. Of course! Ichiban Ninki! Is there something wrong with that? I mean, there's like a minority of the percentage that they're likely not going to expect a loss. Actually, only a few of them expect a loss on Narrative Brian's side. Okay, so Japanese Derby is 2.4 kilometers. I think we will get the track information later this month, according to in the Japanese version. So I'm looking forward to that new feature. That way, I would like to research how racetracks will influence the fate of our Umamusume. Well, they're all devising ways to beat her. Her rivals are persistent, and they've all marked Brian as their target, winning the derby is not going to be easy. Which makes a certain something all the more important. Oh my god. Get wrong with the PSP and PFP, Joe. I'll go check. Everyone keep trading. Oh wow. Mouse. Well, Brian's good at keeping up with the lead packs, so it'll be important to get into good position while conserving her stamina as much as possible. Sorry, I have to check a little bit on the filters because I did have noise suppression on. Alright, welcome back. And the key to that is having the right starting gate. Uso! Post 817. The farthest from the inside rail with the most ground to cover. Luck isn't on Brian's side. Nippon Derby! The fateful day! I haven't even seen what's going on at Tokyo Yushun. They're gonna give us silent. Koga playing Silent Hill when, by the way. Come on! The stands might be roaring with excitement, but the air back hill is tense. Huh. You know the derby special. If it reaches strained their hard harder to have a shot at glory here. They've been prepped to go up against you specifically. Plus, you're in the worst starting gate. Obviously, winning this is going to be a challenge, so... So... Huh? So, I think what our trainers refer to is the gate that Brian is going to be in. She's in position 7. Ready or not, the gate's open and I'm reminded once again. Let's go! She won first place even with undesirable conditions! She got the second crown! She is on the unbelievable 5-month lead. The Saki Soul Readers made another amazing victory! Cheer everyone, cheer! No matter the opponent, no matter their strategy, no matter the odds, she still wins. And then he went to the tournament. Really, Koga? Really? He already went to the tournament. So sad. You just keep racing on the bar, Ryan. Let me in, I would like to go in. You've got to be kidding me. I'm her trainer, but even I have no idea what she's really capable of. I can barely hide how excited that makes me. Alright, it's winning time. You're looking forward to the train. It's likely going to be next frontier. Winning the soul! I knew it. Yep. So, yeah, I can't believe winning the soul is chosen, but it's still destructive and dramatic effects. But ladies and gentlemen, here's Knight O'Brien's version of winning the soul. Yes, you can play this. You can play this winning live if you can beat the G1 race at the classic year. It's just Brian Oldie. What about the 2 other vocals? Well, I guess the two random Umamusume get to sing winning the song. However, they're not in the final selection or even in the playables. Yeah, good luck with that, Koga. Oh yeah, good luck with that, Koga. There goes that hand gesture. That is how you win the soul. And yes, I did usually play that song off stream, and it's kind of how destructive the stage effects are. Well, I think it's kind of due to the short version skipping the bridge part, but that would take too long to complete the game version of winning the soul. I honestly think winning the soul is kind of underrated in my books, but everyone else still played that song regardless of the stage effects. Alright. Oh yeah, I think if I recall, there is one live show outside of Umamusume that tried to replicate winning the soul stage. It is a cover of the song, but I don't remember who, but yeah. Nonetheless, I guess winning the soul is one of the early starters if you're interested in completing the winning live. So catching up to my sister, One-san, I'm about to beat you in a future race.
一人だけ抜け出したのはビワハヤヒデちゃんの妹成田ブライアンちゃんです。
Oh,
ブライア
okay.
ンちゃん一等賞。
Wow, winning first place. So this is a flashback before both sisters went to Ryzen Academy.
あの子トゥインクルシリーズで走ることになったらきっと大活躍するでしょうね。
I knew I saw that. It's not going to work. The Silent Hill. The triangle guy is trying to get Koga's servers down. Narita Bryan proves she is more than what it takes to win the Japanese Derby. Her final sprint is all anyone can talk about. There have been non-stop requests for interviews.
今日もメディアの方々が押しかけているそうですわ。そろそろ取材を受けてほしいと手綱さんになってきていました。
Somehow the custom act didn't work. I wouldn't mind making time if it was for 1 or 2 people, but Brian wouldn't get a minute to train if we let all those reporters in.
ここは私がブライアンの代理として取材を受けてやるぜ。
You're going to be here. You're going to be here taking question Nadia, Brian's spokesperson. Gosh.
それで構わない。私は走れさえすればいい。
I mean, they better not. They should not disturb your run while we train you.
あることだけにしてください。
Stick to the facts, Bejuro said. Well, I don't think they'll agree to it, but I guess it's worth a shot.
私はトレーニングに行ってくる。あとは任せたぞ。
Oh, if you're going now, you better train outside the school grounds. The academy's teeming with reporters.
わかった。
Chat! I
走ることへの思いが強い方ですわね。
closed Koga's stream.
掴んでもまるで満たされた様子がありませんわ。
Well, her focus is what drives her ability. I'm sure it'll continue to drive her past what we can imagine.
思いの強さの根源は一体何なのでしょう。
Right. Oh look, it's Narita Bryan's #1 youngest fan! She's not walking or running. Oh wow. What happened? Yeah, I can see that they're just running around, and it's like, wait for me! You're too fast! Why don't you wait for me? Honestly, I guess it's the stamina that she can't keep up.
それで三冠のかかる菊花賞は勝てそうか。どうだろうな。考えたこと。
How's your recording XP?
そういうつもりはないが。
Oh, come on, Goga. Of course you did.
そこではない。だから菊花賞は勝てるかどうかとかじゃない。
Okay, Morty on chatting on it. At least Trader said it's not here, so I'm taking a little bit of time to check on the Left 4 Dead session.
とんでもない妹を持って
Last
私も
stand.
鼻が高い限りだ。それでも私
Oh yeah. Again?
敵の背中を追い越したことはない。才能があるだろう。
Well, the triangle guy decided to stop that instead. Konami knocking at your
トゥインクル
doors!
シリーズという舞台で姉貴の前を走ってみたい。そう思われるのは光栄だが
Unsubscribe?
しかしその願い簡単に叶えさせるわけにはいかないぞ。それくらい分かっている。ずっと追い続けてきたんだからな。
Oh, okay.
そろそろトレーニングに戻る。
Yeah, I guess the Left 4 Dead team is having problem with the Silent Hill custom map, so yep, they're back to the last stand.
才能あふれる妹を持つと大変だ。
It's difficult having a sister overflowing with talent.
どれだということか。
She could become the next Hercules, Biwa.
姉には姉のプライドというものがある。
Again with the baby love Stami Yamero.
妹には負けられないのだ。
Okay, now it's back to Steam Serious perspective, guys. I'll be right back.
最終コーナーで楽々とビワハイヒデが先頭に立った一番人気ビワハイヒデが現在先頭直線に入っても足色を捉えない後続のスパートをかけるがその差が広がっていく強い強い
Alright, so Biwa claims the victory at Takarazuka Kinen! Let me check the race records for Biwa. If I recall, I think I checked on Biwa's race record in the previous story chapter that I checked. So if I check on Biwa, hi Biwa! The Takarazuka Kinen that's apparently it's not in the list. Takarazuka Kinen is not in the list, or maybe it's in the Japanese version. I'll have to refer to that. Totamate Kodasai, I will type in her name in the Japanese race records. There's the Biwa. Takara... Bro. I'm just gonna let the music play while I'm checking the soundtrack. Takarazuka... Takarazuka Kinen. Oh yeah, she got me. Okay, so Takarazuka Kinen is in the Japanese race records, but it's not in the English records for some reason. The real race they're referring to this time is the Takarazuka Kinen on June 12, 1994. So, Takarazuka Kinen for Narita Bryan doesn't start until 12 June 1994. Huh? Okay, she really is your sister. We'll have to check him. I will check. What the heck? I cannot even check this. So, we are already at around the year 1994, so I think that coincides well. So that takes place after the Tokyo Yushun. So for Biwa's records, Takarazuka Kinen is her next race. So that's why we get to see the G1 race. Though they're talking different paths for the Twinkle series, both sisters are making big waves. If they were to race against each other, there's no telling who'd come out on top. A worthy opponent. Okay, here comes a new challenger! That's the worst way to interpret Street Fighter. The first half of the year's Twinkle series ends with Biwa Hayahida's tremendous victory at the Takarazuka Kinen. Now with summer here, Team Sirius goes shopping to prepare for summer camp. Dikazo's favorite is fireworks! I got so much to buy! Well, prepping for camp is hard, but we'll have a chance to stretch our legs once we get there. It's a training camp, but this is also a vacation for us. The real Narita Bryan is here. What jolly good show! Well, nothing set in stone yet, but I'm thinking that'll be the schedule. She could get the triple count round in Arima Kinen. By the way, they localized the fire hydrant, I can see that! Well, anything that is Japanese is translated into English, obviously. I was just pointing at the fire hydrant, one of those signs. Well, honestly, it's hard to imagine her losing. At Brian's level, she's got both the Kikasho and Arima Kinen in the bag. Though depending on her opponents, things might get shaken up.
ブライアンに勝つ相手が
My god, Koga is so impatient on loading
ブライアン
ads,
じゃないか
loading add-ons on Steam. Wait, isn't that
ミホ寮で寮長をしている岸アマゾンだ。
the leader of the Miho
アマ
dorm?
さんも買い物か。
Hello, he's the Amazon.
夏休みに
No, we're not No, this isn't to confuse the Jeff Bezos company. It's the Amazon of the rainforest. And I know she is one of the great dark-skinned Umamusume.
差し入れだけじゃないよ
Yes, I had to call out on that. I had to call out on that discourse during the Beyond Dreams scenario. They added the token minor characters in the Breeders' Cup. I thought they're cute. They're just fine. And someone decided to just pull in the political propaganda. Stop it! They're just having fun with those background Umamusume. Anyway, back to the main story. It sounds like Ishi Amazon's got the same never-fail attitude as Brian. Watch out! Screech!
ギリギリセーフ
Huh? Aw, she saved your life!
道路を渡るときは車が来てないかしっかり
You saved your
見な
life!
きゃダメだろ
Shopping is less important than your life.
今度は
You have to
ちゃんと車
thank
に気を
Amazon
つけて
for helping you out.
めっちゃ
There. Asserting dominance.
ファインプレーだったな、アマさん。
なに面倒を見てやってこその牛山姉さんだんで
She'd be a hero.
ブライアンあんたとはぜひとも勝負してみたいもんだ最強と呼ばれる相手とやり合うなんて燃えるじゃないかいつか必ず
One day we'll race each other, so don't go running away on me.
逃げるんじゃないよ
逃げは
Is
し
that a challenge?
待つ気もない。
Brian will love a challenge, no more, no less.
上等そんじゃ卵
I gotta appreciate how she's designed that way. Interestingly, Amazon is mayor.
子供を助ける時の瞬発力にもびっくりだったね
あの方のレースをご存知ないのですか
Have you seen a race before? The sight to behold when she charges from the back to the very front near instantaneous. Yes, and that is called the updraft.
いるほどですのよ
Alright, with Variety on the radar of a racer like her, we're not lacking in worthy opponents.
というわけで
Including the
そうで
BMW!
夏合宿をするんだけど二人も一緒に来ない
私はパス宝塚記念の前に怪我して
I got injured before Takarazuka Kidan, so I'll be visiting the hospital. Naruto's gonna leave Pikachu
ない
here!
かじゃあ早秀は行くでしょ行くよね
いや、私もパスだ。
Nah, she out!
花火とスイカと人参だってあるのに
I mean, you're part of Team Serious. At least celebrate the summer festivities
それ
with
って
them.
もしかして夏休みの宿題
Well, it's more important to her than just simple recreation stuff.
何これ
筋トレに体幹トレーニングダートダッシュに販路ダッシュ
Sprints on
ネッ
dirt
ト
and
トレー
ramps.
ニングにプールトレーニングにまさかこのびっしり書いたメニューを全部やるの夏休みの間に
Ah, yes.
今から秋のレースに備えておく必要がある。
Sorry, I'll have to interrupt a little bit on the Left 4 Dead side. By the way, XP, melee weapon is better than secondary pistols or something. Because you can only friendly fire at a melee. You only get the friendly fire near them instead of far shots. Just a tip. Okay, so both all corridors and all covers in the tunnel.
有馬記念を目指す。
Oh, she picked out of a Keenan. Apparently, it's the Brotherhood it's the Brotherhood race that we've been waiting for.
私に勝つ相手
Of course, it's your sister. She just says, "Oh, there's a worthy opponent," and then the game decided and then decided to close off, and then I have to go to Tokyo Turf. If I recall, I'll have to check on Naruto Bride's race records. It's not really. Huh? Oh, it's B was. Never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look for Tokyo Turf 2 kilometers medium left. EX. I think it's referring to field track. Isn't this one of the races I'll check? I'm not keen in is on 1995. What's next year? So it's Kyoto Shinbunhai, or I don't think it's Kikasho. Oh, you're kidding me with this one. Oh, okay. I see now. Anyway, I don't think that's much, but oh, Kikasho. Never mind. I was looking at later entries. What am I thinking? So anyway, the race that we're going to go is apparently a Tokyo Turf 3 kilometers long ride. That's Kikasho. If I check on the race records, it's on the November 6, 1994 race. Kikasho Japanese Saint Ledger. She got first place against runner-up Yashima Sovereign. Then her next race will be at Aramakinen of the 1994. So, let's see it. So in the meantime, after winning Kikasho first place, it now follows up on the 6th episode of the story chapter. I still don't like the slow fade. Unlike story part 2, it does that no longer does this anymore. So, the camp finishes without a hitch, and though it's now autumn, the Twingle series is wrapped in what feels like the heat of midsummer. In the center of that heat are the sisters Naruto Brian and Biwa Hayahide.
去年ビワハヤヒデが記録したタイムを上回り成田ブライアンが菊花賞を制しました。ここに史上5人目となる三冠ウマ娘の誕生です。
The 5th ever Triple Crown champion, the younger sister crushes the Japanese derby, so the elder breaks the record for Takarazuka Kinan, and the younger sister breaks another record. They may be competing in different races, but the whole racing world's rust, watching the records as if they're facing each other. Beyond, I wouldn't believe it would be long before we saw the two race head-to-head in the Arabakinen. That is until recently.
今日も取材のやつらがワンサが来てんな。ご苦労なこって。それはそうですわ。何せ三冠ウマ娘と
They want an exclusive interview with a Triple Crown captain.
次はいつこの歴史的な瞬間に立ち会えるかわかりませんもの。取材が押し寄せてくるのも当然です。まあ、肝心のブライアンが見当たらなくてがっかりしてるみたいだけどな。ブライアンさんは早秀さんのお見舞いへ
Oh yeah, what happened to her? I told her she should.
前はお誘いしたのに断られましたものね。気持ちの整理がついていなかったのかもしれません。まあな。
Whoa,
身
man.
内だけにショックもでけえだろ。
No, it should be a shock.
有馬記念で共に走ること
I mean,
ブライアンさん
McQueen
自身
and
も楽し
Goldship
みに
are
されていた
related.
と思い
Well,
ます。
far distance to it. That's true. Every time Hayahida achieved something big, the flame on Brian's eyes would grow even stronger. Her desire to compete against her sister was so strong that she's considered even a Triple Crown as a mere stepping stone. But
一
now...
緒に走りたかった相手が出走できないだなんて少し心配ですわね。
Oh,
三
Brian.
冠馬娘をねじ伏せてみたかったものだな。それだけ元気があれば安心だ。天皇賞秋での怪我は想定外。
Oh.
お前との勝負、勝利の方程式はすでに組み上がっていたというのに。
If I check, how did you get an injury? Was Is it a DQ? I think if I recall, it should be Denosho Aki. Denosho Aki. What? Wait, what? Okay, so 1994. Wait, this sets on so this sets on Aki Tenosho, and Biwa Hayahide got first place. So on October 30, she won first place, 5th favorite. Right up against why am I checking on the race records? Nai Caesar. So I think we're on the setting that this is a lead up to Narita Bride's Aramakinen, which will be on December 25th of 1994. So my injury was worse than I realized. Such a shame, really. I really related my winning equation to the V2. So how did Biwa got injured after the Tenno show? So unfortunately, I don't get to know what's going on, considering I'm already cross-referencing the English records and the Japanese records. I can confirm that Tenno show Autumn is where Biwa did participate at that time. So that leads us to Narita Brian about to go to Aramakinen on December. So that is after. Oh wait, if Kikasho happened at that time, on November, so apparently the injury took place after Hayahida got first place on Aki 10 on 1994. I see now. I was wondering what. My head isn't that big. I was going to say, I cross-referenced it a little bit because I did have tabs open on that keyboard, and then she said, "My head isn't that big." Well, you are a genius. Ryan, you were set to win at Arimaki then. So she ended up disqualified. So unfortunately, she ended up in the hospital this time. No! I was so looking forward to the rivalry. So it did happen. It was supposed to be that. It was supposed to be that showdown for them, but then Iwa got injured.
突出した才能がゆえに波のレースでは満足できず、いつも満たされることのない乾いた気持ちを抱いている。ただの努力では太刀打ちできない。だから私は模索し、そして見つけたのが今のやり方だ。闇雲ではなく、理論を突き詰めて。
She was so close to get to materializing the Arimaki-Nen rivalry. But then one setback cost her life for the challenge against her sister.
私が出走しない有馬記念の方程式も組み上げてみた。その結果、何度計算をしてもお前が勝利すると出ている。私の出走が叶わぬことにお前がどう思っているか知らないが、必ず勝てよ、ブライアン。
I think whose side are you on? It was your day. Already at the middle of the hospital with Brian and Hayahide.
いつか実際に証明してみせてくれ。
Yes.
必ず。
I thought the 1994 Aramaki and then with two sisters would realize, but I got an injury.
姉貴の方程式とやらを証明してみせよう。有馬記念で。
Oh, so the equation. You're going to use it. You're going to use Aihida's intelligence at Aramakinen. Technically her strategy, because Aramakinen indeed does have like uneven racing distance. I said uneven because it's not odd number if I recall. So anyway, still hungry at the Aramakinen.
今年のトゥインクルシリーズを締めくくる有馬記念、その主役はやはり三冠馬娘成田ブライアン。三輪早秀との対決は惜しくも叶いませんでしたが、
Okay, so here
姉の
is
思いを
the
背負いこの大舞台に挑み
here's
ます。
the I pull out the
し
race
かし成
record.
田ブライアンにとって
So,
初のシニア級との混合戦、
So it's now the Aramakinen of 1994.
見事
The
G1
fourth
5
the
勝目
Grand Prix
五
for
冠
those
馬
wondering.
娘となるのでしょうか。
The weather is beautiful, isn't it? Good. Looks like you're focused on even a huge race like
この
this.
集中もいつ
I'm a
まで
bit
持つかわからない。
monotone on this.
さっさと走りたくて全身がうずいている。
You shall win it. Aida's not here today, so that means all your opponents will be going after you. I was so looking forward to this, but knowing you, that won't be a problem. Go blow everyone away with some crazy running.
行ってくる。
So her main rival this time is the Amazon.
成田ブライアン。
Yep.
有馬記念といえば猛者ばかりが集まる一大
Now the race like, okay,
それ
let's
でも
race.
私はあんただけを相
It's
手に
the
走る。
stallion versus the
なぜ
bear.
ならあんたこそ
And I can
最
tell
強
because
だと思ってるからな。
Amazon's hair accessory is just at the left side.
逃げんなよ。
いいだろう。相手になっている。全力でかかってこい。
Right,
楽し
so
ませてやる。
time for
覚悟しな。
their rivalry instead.
さあ、各馬娘がゲートに収まりました。三冠馬娘成田ブライアンが勝つのか、それに待ったをかける馬娘がいるのか。有馬記念、今スタートです。
Sorry, I gotta to start yawning. And here it is, the race. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Arumakinen of
13人の有志
1994.
たちで争われます年末の大一番有馬記念。
I wonder if they render it in 60 frames if you're in the Japanese version. I already unlocked 60 FPS mode on the live winning lives, but I'm not sure if it applies to story races. But I want to see that. Here comes a wild twin turbo boost. A wild twin turbo pillars. Look at her. She's going on the front running. I wonder how much stamina will she hold before she even reaches the final 400 meters. There's Roy's shower, Goga's favorite.
こうして最後にスパートかけられるのかい？
Were you worried about Ryan, or were you worried about Twin Turbo? Because to me, Twin Turbo is gonna lose all of her stamina before the last 400 meters.
まもなく第3コーナーへ差し掛かります。
Right shower!
高速を10馬身以上突き放して独走態勢。これは暴走なのか。それとも
Jeez, how fast this freaking Turbo is. And then she uses unique skill. Out of my way, Turbo!
ペースを上げた。それにぴったりとついていく
Right shower is going left behind. There's Dice Nature and then up with Amazon before the Brian.
よけて必要だと思っている。ツインターボ
Oh! Twin Turbo ran out of steam! What's even worse is she's now being outpaced by Dice Nature, one of her teammates in Team Canopus. Here comes Dice Brian going to the last kilometer. Will Amazon take the lead? Here it is. The face-off. Will she gain leads or will she lose more? Face-off. Which one will be getting first place? Look at number 3! She won Arumakinen. of 1994.
まさに横綱だぞ来年はルドルフを超えるそんな期待をさせる足
Amazon got second place, Rice Shower third. If I recall, I think Rice Shower already died at that time. Was he? Let me check. Yeah. Alright, so let me check the records. Did she
とんでもないウマ娘
did
が
she
現れました
participate out of
シ
Makina?
ニア級でも相手にならず
Yes, Rice Shower did participate out of Makina in 1994. She got fourth place.
すげえなあいつ
So
マークしてきた相手を振り切る
Rice Shower got third place, Hishi Amazon got second, and Nata Brian got first place. Brian never disappoints. Ironically, Knight's Nature at the same race got fifth place. She got outrun by Ayrton Simboli, and guess what? Who got last place? Matchkaritan Weiser. Actually, that's NR. Never mind. Twin Turbo got 13th place at that same race. Remember Twin Turbo that he tried to go to the front fast enough? Unfortunately, during near the climax of that race, she ran out of steam against Northern Brian. So that leaves Hishi Amazon going head to head against her. While Rice Shower just observed, trying to outpace them, only to find out that Northern Brian's speed burst is no joke. So, yeah. Or Rice Shower had to see her placing third place with Nice Nature in fifth. Somehow I didn't see Chitose-o, but I think it's because Chitose-o wasn't available during the time of that story, and yeah. And then this finally leaves Twin Turbo at 13th place. What a shame. So it hasn't stopped raining since we left Aramakina Net yesterday. Oh yes, Moshi Moshi.
こんなに反響があるなんて失礼します成田ブライアンさんへの取材がしたいと学園の電話が鳴りやまなくてあっちもこっちも大変
Ryan continues to amaze me, but of course, with the reaction she garnered.
こんな状況だってのに本人はどこを突き歩いてんだよ
She's not going to talk directly to the interviewers at the moment.
有馬記念制覇 G1 を故障
Hey Brian, you deserve it. You got 5 G1 wins.
この渦は収まらない
That's what matters when it comes to passing on the legacy. Isn't that right? Anyway,
次のレースは
what is the next race? I can decide. I'm the Oracle. So, for those wondering, we're now entering the 1995, and from this point, unfortunately, Biwa Haihide didn't make it. So she has more races to come. On the 1995, Brian's whirlwind of a record, Triple Crown and beyond, continues into the new
第4
year.
コーナーから最後の直線成田ブライアン早くも先頭に立った
And she has taken the lead at...
後続との差がどんどん
I
開い
think
て
the next race this time is on either Hanshin Daishoten or
6 馬
Penoshoa.
身7馬身と引き離して今ゴール成田ブライアンに陰りなし
Yep, Hanshin Daishoten. For those wondering about the Hanshin Daishoten, Narita Brian won first place against Hagino Real King. There are no other Umamusume that were playable at that time, so she's the sole first placer and first place favorite. Nice. She has more to
お疲れ様
decide.
ですブライアンさん長距離レースでありながら上がりタイムが自己ベストだなんてとどまるところを知らないとはこのことですわね年度代表馬娘に選ばれるしレースもこうして圧勝しちまうし
Even Goldshift be like, I admire your skill.
トインクルシリーズをも盛り上げている
Well, that is after we did see the legacy of Ogurikaku. So next is Haru Tenosho, which Haihide won last year. Let's make it a win for both siblings. Okay. Wait, Haru Ten? That's... I thought it was this year, which is 1995. Indeed, everyone including me has high hopes for her. I'm like one of her fans, unable to hold in my excitement for what she'll accomplish next. I guess it's the same Hanshitai Shoten. Ooh! A wild man on Top Gun appeared. There goes Ryan on Top Gun. You got a new challenger.
やはりここにいたのか。姉貴か。足の方はどうなんだ?
Well, she did recover, but unfortunately she finished racing.
年度代表馬娘に阪神大商店の圧勝。一体どこまで上り詰めるつもりなんだ? 別にどこかに目標を定めてなどいない。誰よりも前でゴールする。それだけだ。
Of course, your goalpost is ever moving. As long as she keeps running, she is still getting those W's, right? Hopefully it'll take long. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it a little bit with the Left 4 Dead 2 team. Oh man, you're so close to getting 7 minutes! I saw it. Okay, with the Hanshin Daishoten behind her, now that Brian is back to training. She needs to be in top shape for next big race, the Haru Tenosho. Actually, you guys got like 7 minutes, 6 seconds. You could have gotten the gold standard. Oh god, that was so close. Okay, I'm gonna go to interpret the narration part. Okay, you look a little tired. Everything good? That's not our peak strength. Glad to hear it. Let's play it safe and run the wood chip course next. What's a wood chip course? That's what makes her so good. We better raise our expectations to match her. Oh, I wish Rai showered, but unfortunately he had an unfaithful day. No! By the way, I'll do my best to make sure she's ready to perform at the back. So, yes, ready to perform at her peak, and then McQueen's like, oh? What's wrong? Oh shit, I forgot. I think you're right. I shall register as soon as I can. Well, I'll go right now before I forget. McQueen, take care of everyone's training. Ryan? Itay dos, ano? And Brian got somehow tired during her training. So note that we are in the 1995. Where is it? Note we're in the 1995. So after Hashi Daitoshin, let me check. Spring Tenosho, which is on the 1995. That's in the middle of Haru Tenosho and after Hanshin Daishoten. After Narita embraces an experienced sharp pain in her leg, we rush to the hospital for an examination. There, we learn that the cause is arthritis in her hip, and that she won't be able to race for several months. My legs got arthritis. Yeah, take a 5-minute break, then we'll move on to start drills.
それはそうと、春の天皇賞も近づいてきて、また取材陣の方々が増えてきましたね。
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to bring in Rice Shower then.
多くの取材が押し寄せていたのでしょうが、大きな怪我でなかったのが幸いですが、それでも春いっぱいは休養ですわね。
I am so not looking forward to this. Yeah.
少しは休んでもいいだろ。怪我が治ったら大暴れしてもらおうぜ。
Oh my
おい
god.
トレーナ
Hey, Ishi. So what's the commotion?
ー、どうもこうもない。ブライアンのやつ怪我をしたんだろ。なのにあいつジムでトレーニングしてて。
What? Why are you training? You're in no condition to be training right now.
怪我をしたのは足だ。それ以外の場所は万全。問題はない。
Yes, but you still have to use your other functions, but you need to rest.
やれることがあるからやる。苦労せず勝てるほどレースは甘くないことくらい分かっているだろう。
Yes.
そして私は勝つためにレースをしている。誰よりも前を走るためにな。
Well, Brian's always an insatiable runner. It seems not even her injury can change that. I'm still worried though. If your condition gets too bad, I'll be forced to stop you from racing.
ならば、このトレーニングも止めるか。
No, a trainer's responsibility is to support the racers. I respect your feelings more than anything. You can train while recovering, but I want you to be around to supervise everything. We'll explore our options and prepare for your comeback race.
了解した。
With Brian unable to run, we started a new special training regimen for her. Doing core training will let us strengthen your inner muscles. This will prevent atrophy while your joints are still recovering.
これで3セット終了だ。あとどれくらいやるつもりだ？
We'll rest in between, but let's do 6 more.
なら、その3倍でいくぞ。
You're gonna do 18? Triple? While your pain subsided, it's still too early to run, so starting today we're going to strain your legs in the pool. That'll put less weight on them.
わかった。それなら体に
No way they were doing this, huh? Tires?
水の抵抗が増えるだろう。私がやりたいのは筋力を維持することではなく、上げることだ。
That's even worse! Only you come up with an idea like that, but hey, let's try it. Why do that? Today we're finally ready to get back to running. But I need you to take it easy. There is less impact on the dirt, so we'll start here to settle back to things gradually.
怪我をしてからずっと付き合わせているが、いいのか？
Well, don't worry, I'm watching everyone else too, even Rice Shower. Besides, your training is just as interesting to watch as your racing.
トレーニングを見ていて楽しいとは変わってるな。ならば、
I would like to see Narita Brian's character story. I do have her. She makes no compromises with her workouts. What attracts her fans might not just be her strength, but her endless hunger to win. Finally, the day comes when Brian is back to her normal routine. They skip Rice Shower's career!
さぞかし思いっきり走りたかっただろ。
お医者さんはもう大丈夫だって言ってくれたの？
Yeah, the inflammation subsided, so it's no problem. And I've been watching her the whole time. She doesn't seem to be feeling injury or other pain.
よし、そんじゃ早速走ろうぜ。ブライアンの出陣デー。
Watching you train hard through the whole recovery process, I've been reminded just how much you want to win. And just like Golchi said, we've been waiting for this day, trying to make up for all the time you've been held back.
言われるまでもない。
The fearless runner dashes down the track with an intense momentum. How will she race in the fall? I can't help but start getting excited again.
そうたやすくはないということか。
ええ Alright, so for those wondering, this is the race 3. This is Tokyo Turf 2 kilometers medium left. I tried checking on any of the tracks. It's not based on any of these. So don't expect it. Wait, what? Oh yeah, you need the lone wolf. For those wondering, they skipped all the way to autumn. They do not want to reveal how Rice Shower no longer got the win, or 4th or 3rd. So at Haru Tenosho, Rice Shower got first place in April 23, 1995, and that tragic day happened while Naruto Brian was recovering. Takarazuka then happened, and it's too painful to explain, but Rice Shower got her leg injured in the middle of the race, so she didn't finish the race, and that's why Rice Shower, the one that we're seeing before episode 9, is where she's already permanently benched. So from this point onward, that's where Rice Shower's career ends. And the real life version, I'm not gonna say, but it's terrible. It's so terrible that unfortunately, that it was pretty tragic, but unfortunately, the real life Rice Shower shortly after Takarazuka Kinen, unfortunately because of the injury that the horse is enduring, it's not enough to let it live longer, so she had to be euthanized. So that's where Rice Shower's arc ends here. So yeah, that's why the Rice Shower that you're seeing in episode 9 is permanently benched. I have no words, but it's painful to see this. I have to recall that history again and again. Even if I already covered this in main story chapter 2, part 1 chapter 2, so I just wish I would like to explain this without offending anyone. So let's head to continue the story. And Naruto Brian's rival, Bayero Top God, is up and rising. So case closed for Rice Shower. I will now pull a little bit on Bayero Top God's racing records. So here's the Aki Tenosho.
天皇賞春を目前に怪我で泣かされた三冠馬娘成田ブライアンが満を持して出走です。今日はどんなレースを見せてくれるのか、すでに圧倒的な支持を受けての一番人気に押されています。
春はお預けだったからな。早くブライアンの走りが見たいよ。
Okay. That's an interesting record.
待ち遠しい。
We didn't get to train as much as before because of your injury, but you're looking good today. What's most important though is you've got the same will to run. Now's your chance to let loose. I know you can.
最後の直線、各馬娘が一斉にスパートをかけてきた。おっと
Oh no. Her return to racing autumn turns out to be unlike anything that I've imagined. She places 12! Despite having first place in favorites, by the way. Naruto Brian ended up 12th place, but not the last place though. Sakura Chitose O won against Naruto Brian, which at that time, let me check. If I recall, let me check if I don't know. Sakura Chitose O, is she available? Yeah. For those wondering, Sakura Chitose is already in the game, but she's not yet playable. So I think that relevant race in Aki Tenosho, it might be the key on why Naruto Brian got 12th place, despite having first place favorite. And the second favorite, Sakura Chitose got second favorite, first place. Interestingly, Makitane Weiser got 6th place despite having 5th place. So the Tenno show of let me check a little bit. The Tenno show Aki of October 29, 1995, we're likely going to see Sakura Chitose in the future, but for now, in Umamusume story context, she doesn't get a mention. So she got 12th place against her getting first place. Alright, you're looking good. Your legs aren't having any trouble moving. I was afraid she might not have completely healed yet, but she's doing well during training. Okay, next, let's simulate during the final straight. The Japan Cup is next. The last part of the Tokyo race course is a long one. Is something wrong?
悪いが、他の練習に変えてもらってもいいか？スパートは後で自分でやっておく。
Oh, okay. Sure, I guess. I wasn't assuming Brian is going to use the same strategy from the previous Akiten. Got it. Let's do some base training then. That's training, I think. That's the first time she's ever asked to change the training routine. I didn't even ask her. Oh, it's her favorite cat! Mayano Tapugon! Anyway, so it's now 10:30.
レースを生で観戦したというファンの方に成田ブライアンについてお伺いしました。
冷静に考えたらこれが普通なんですよ。なんせ半年も休養してたわけですし。そうそう。ブライアン完全復活は次のレース
having trouble with that.
テレビも新聞も今回のブライアンの結果は怪我の休み明けが原因って言ってんな。
レース感が鈍るというのもありますし、復帰後すぐに状態をピークに持っていくのはとても難しいことですわ。
Well, after seeing her blow away the competition so many times, it's easy to forget something so simple. Winning a race after coming back from an injury is no easy task. We just need to get her reclamated before the Japan Cup.
そうですわね。
While I can't say I'm not concerned, her running has always topped what I thought she could do. But the idea that her hiatus was the sole reason that she lost isn't fitting right to me. I made my choice. Keep running as you her. Well, this one's interesting.
残り 200m 除血必死アマゾンが先頭を猛追する。成田ブライアンは伸びが苦しい。
so what do we have? Against Amazon. Oh no, that's not it. It's on the 1995. Oh, is this Japan Cup? Shit!
わずかに及ばず2着でゴール。成田ブライアンはさらに後方6番手でゴール板を通過。
Alright, so context on that. Japan Cup happened on November 26, 1995. Despite getting first place, Naruto Bryan got 6th place against Amazon. Despite having second place. The first place winner, by the way, is Lando with the 6 favorites. So that is not good. And also, Machikane Ryzer is at 12th place. I wonder why. Also, Nice Nature at 13th. Looks like Team Canopus are having cameos here on parts of Naruto Bryan's career. Unchanging Feelings. This is like from Niji Kasaki season 1 episode 12. Yep, unfortunately, like the Nintendo show, Japan Cup was a bust. Ryan's winning streak felt like it could have gone on forever. I wonder what happened as I watched videos of races to find a clue. Following the agenda, the next race will be Arumakinen. There must be a hint somewhere to getting her previous strength back. She's not drawing out all of her energy, and the low center of gravity her form used to have is... Alright, you can enter my facility. Well, there's Haide. A visit from you is rare. Well, though she sounds relaxed, there's a concern that in her expression. She must be worried about Ryan than anyone. That's just a rumor. All you have to do is watch her run to see that she's recovered. Alright, so for those wondering, rumor has it that her injury hasn't fully healed yet. I expected that, unfortunately. So yeah, overexerting is what prompted her to lose her motivation. As long as Brian wants to run, I'm going to respect her wishes. Oh, if you were to lose again in Arumakinen, your guidance could be called into question. So that's definitely a real possibility, but I don't care. I'll always put what Ryan likes over everything else. I might have misinterpreted. I will always put what Brian wants above all else. I gave you the request that she ran in the Arumakinen. You did? But I see that it wasn't necessary.
君はウマ娘をブライアンを第一に考えてくれている。一つ君へ伝えておきたいことがある。
Okay, I'll throw spiel.
あいつが負けた時のことを。私自身もあいつが12着に敗れるとは予想外でな。レース後に声をかけに行ったのだが。
She was crying? Okay, for those wondering, yes, she is. She overexerted herself.
長年姉妹をやっているが、あいつが泣いているのを見たのはいつぶりかわからないほどだ。だがあいつは走ることを簡単にやめるようなやつではない。トレーナー、妹の力になってやってくれ。頼む。
Well, Aida may have already understand what happened to Brian. Deep in her eyes, I see a sister's love. It's clear she's putting a lot of faith in me to help her younger sibling. And I understand that. I shall support you. And your sister too. It's after hours, Brian. The truck's closed.
有馬記念は目前だ。悠長なことを言っている暇はない。それでトレーナーは私のトレーニングを止めに来たのか？
Well, unfortunately, I came to see you how you're doing. Well, I would say no, unfortunately.
私の
I wish I could say no, but Ryan tells me I'm going to close down the track. So I heard from Haida about what happened after the Akiteno show. I don't know enough to understand why you were crying, yet. But I do know that the race was a big deal for you.
なるほど。だから私の姿を見に来たというわけか。それでどうする？有馬記念の出走は取りやめにするとでも言うか？レースをかけて涙する。
No.
そんな情けない馬
I
娘
think I'm
グラ
going
ン
to
プ
do
リに
that.
出る資格などないと。
Brian glares at me with piercing eyes, almost growling out the words. When I see that glimmer in her gaze, I became sure of it. No, you're running in the Arimakinen.
なぜそうしようと？
I think I'm starting to understand the reason for your tears. Your will can't be bent. So I'm going to let you run wild. A trader here to support their racers.
そうか。悪かった。責めるような言い方をしてしまって。そして感謝する。
Gotcha. Let's read this, Brian.
全力で挑もう。
I don't know why Brian get back off. I'm running at me. I don't know why Brian can't get back to normal, and I don't know what brought her to her tears either. But even so, I believe in her, because in that look of hers, I see only determination.
成田ブライアン、絶好のポジションで最後の直線へ入ります。さあ今日は来るのか成田ブライアン。
位置取りは申し分ないですわ。ここから一気に。
先頭は菊花賞を制したマヤのトップガン成田ブライアン、必死に追いかける。
Maya so cute. Hello, Pooh. I was just about to win it. I was about to cover the story. Brian runs past our section of the stands, and her expression comes into clear view. She's running as if clawing at the ground in pure desperation. But she's unable to reach. Even the shadow of Maya on the top gun and her other opponents soon catch up from behind.
ダメだ。伸びてこない。やっぱり最強だったブライアンは。
No! Believe in her! Her gaze never falters though. She hungers for victory, never losing sight of the finish line. As I watch her frantic attempt, I finally understand. Her losing streak isn't because of lingering pain or poor training. It's because of her old running style isn't working for her anymore. She must have realized this during the Akiteno show, and the hopelessness of it brought her to tears. The new Umamusume is over catching her. She continues on, she always pushes forward. All the pieces click into place in my mind, and I shout, "You can do it, Brian!"
頑張れ！頑張れブライアン！頑張れ！
マヤのトップガン、今1着でゴール。菊花賞を勝利した勢いままに有馬記念も制しました。
Oh!
成田ブライアンは伸びきれずの4着。
Her legacy is no more! She got 4th! I used to praise her boundless strength, but this might be the first time I shouted to encourage her. Though the result isn't what we've hoped for, I feel like we've made progress. Her as a runner, and me as her trainer. She'll never stop running towards victory. That's what makes her the best. So, context on this one, it's the 1995 Aramakinen, the 14th. Despite having second place favorite, Narita Brian got 4th place. Sakura Chitose-o, yes, she is available but not yet playable in the game, got 3rd place. Hishi Amazon at 5th place. Taigi Blizzard is not Peggy Blizzard is not available, but Mayano Top Gun got first place despite getting 6th place favorites. And for wondering the Team Canopus, Royce and Royce got 7th place on Aramakina in 1995. Did I get this correctly? Aramakina in 1995. And Nice Nature at 9th place. So, now you know what's going on here. Jerome, you had your speakers open. That's why I'm hearing that echo. What? Wait, did I? Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I'm echoing, guys. Sorry for the short break. I was just testing on the. Yeah, Jerome is using his phone. No wonder why it's echoing on the voice chat. Come on! I had to open the voice chat just to check. I thought it's echoing on my end. Yeah. We got called. Apparently, it's where Jiro and Koka entered the chat. Then is where. Oh, it must have coming from Jerome's microphone. Okay, only a few more episodes in story chapter 4, and then I can finish the stream. She doesn't do it. Okay, shall I leave my mic open for the few episodes? Nah, I'll just mute on my end. I'll just mute my microphone. You can just check the stream instead. 14 minutes. Yes, it's almost daily reset. Thanks for reminding me, Koga. Anyways, Starve for Victory is next. Nice job, Ryan. お疲れ様でした。
今日もまた一着を取ることは叶わなかった。
By the way, Koga, Raishower already finished her career during 1995. You gave it everything you had, though. It was a good race.
トレーナー、あんたに話しておかないといけないことが。
I did sense that your running style is not working.
私はもう。
So unfortunately, you have to change your. Well, you can't run with your old form, right?
知っていたのか?
It's not until your race just now. I saw it in how hard you fought.
理由は本当にわからないんだ。ただ、わずかだか感覚にズレがあって。
It doesn't work the way it did before. I noticed that because we're using your sister's strategy all along. While your injury healed, it must have changed Brian's body in small ways. A little shift to her balance, slightly different sensation in her leg. Combined, the changes impacted her form enough to snatch away the running style Brian spent so long perfecting. It's soul-crushing.
黙っていて悪かった。だが、この話をしたらきっと走ることを止められると思ったんだ。
Yeah, I might have, but the things are different now. Even if you can't run like before, you haven't changed. You want to win so badly, you'll push through anything. The Naruto Brian who first captivated me is still right here.
姉貴の言う通り、あんたは本当に馬娘を第一に考える。
He's going to the toilet. Really, Jero? I'm with you till the end.
これからも走り続けてみせる。
So Brian's next race is the Hashin Dai Shoten, but How do we get her to victory? Ah, that's an interesting one. We're gonna find out.
なこんなところにいたトレーナー
It's
さ
the
ん
B&W's ticket! Ticket! Sorry, I was thinking about what to do for Brian's training. I need to figure out a completely new way of running for her that can draw out all of her power.
なんだか難しそうな話
There's no time for the trial and error, so I was wondering how we could train smarter. Chikazo is not good at thinking or brainstorming. Ah, unfortunately, she
やはり
couldn't.
チケットか。
But her sister
1 ハ
is.
ロン離れていてもお前の声は聞こえてくるぞ。
Where's Narda Taishin?
おい、
Full of
私の頭は大きく
smarts.
ないといつも言って。で、考える頭
Right, an intellect like hers might be perfect.
ちょっと待て。
No, we're not talking about how big her head is.
賑やかだねブライアン
You guys sure
決まったって言
lively.
うからケーキ漬けにおにぎりを作ってきてやったよ
Wow, now we've even got a running partner. Hello, Ama.
怠慢の話かい
姉貴にアマさん。
I asked Kayahita to help brainstorm new training and running styles that suit you now. And to test them out, we figured out the best running partner would be someone you've raced before. Yep, it's either your sister or
石
Amazon.
山姉さんにドーンと任せな
理論に基づ
What
い
is
た
up with
方
that
がお前に適しているか
vocalization?
はわからないが、手探りで走り続けるよりはきっと近道なはずだ。早く以前のように、いや、前以上に強くなってもらわねば、私も張り合いがないのでな。
Okay, Zaid's doing training mode. Alright, time to carve a path to victory.
見てたけどよ早秀のトレーニングは半端ねえなこれじゃお前1ヶ月後にはムキムキだぜ
Boogie boogie does it! Really?
トレーニング一つ
Really? Gold ship? You must be proud to see to be your sister.
性格もまるで違うお二人ですけど互いのレースを意識し合ったり共に年度代表ウマ娘に選ばれたり欠かせない存在ですわね
あそういや今年の URA 賞が発表さ
They're
れ
gonna now see your awards? There's an awards show? It should be on TV. I'll turn it on.
菊花賞では
It's freaking Mayana Top Gun! Also Koga's favorite.
見事に勝利勢いの止まらないマヤノトップガンさんが
Kawaii.
年度代表ウマ娘に選出されました
It'd be better if I'll have to explore her character story, which I think I did in her past in my Japanese version streams.
それはもう見ているみんなも
I don't usually cover character stories that are not fully unlocked, so that's why I don't usually cover those Umamusume that I haven't unlocked yet.
ちなみに今
On the other side, Koga had to do the first 4 chapters in the English version, which is unlike he did in the Japanese version.
去年の阪神大賞典その人のレースは本当にすごくて
Mayana even Oshi Narda Brian, even though she is likely going to be her main rival.
ないのにやっぱり見学なんてしないで学園に戻ってればよかった
See, blast ahead! Brian's lead is only growing now.
そうそうあそこからまだ速くなってこれはもう誰も追いつけない
To the challenge!
6馬身7馬身と引き離して今ゴールすごい
Kimi ga aiba ga.
ワクワクして胸がドキドキしてマヤもいつかその人と一緒に走って
So
あんなキラキラしたレ
that
ースをしたい
that Umapuyoy Densetsu arrangement
その
words
人
of
は怪我をしちゃった
feels like encouragement for Mayana to one day rival Naruto Brian.
でも有馬記念で一緒に走って分かったのあの日に感じたワクワクも
あの時と何も変わってなかったから。だからマヤは成田ブライアンさんと
Well,
もう
free
一度
balls. I only assisted because I have the
ウマ娘の
pity.
対決ですか。これは期待が高まりますね。
まさかのご指名ですわね。彼女はブライアンさんと同じくクラシック級で有馬記念を制覇するほどの実力者ですわ。
誰が相手だろうと問題ない。これだけ支えられて勝利への渇望、思いがぶれるものか。
Well, nothing is left to do, but nothing left to do, but I guess move forward. Okay, so here's the next race, and the Nakayama Turf, 2.5 kilometers. Umamusume with a career in Makinen, you can get this one, the Unchanging Skill. If you have Naruto Brian, it'll be an instant great mood. So this is beneficial if you have playable Naruto Brian. It's not related to any of the races, but this is likely based on Aramakinen, looking at the Nakayama Turf. And then it has this condition. But Naruto Brian did get 4th place, by the way. So you can unlock this last episode, and then you can run the race no problem. The condition is just 1st place. I don't think Naruto Brian won 1st place rather than 4th. So if you have Maya no Top Gun, then I think it would be an accurate retelling of Aramakinen. So we're going to Raging Fire, and that is the last episode of this chapter. Next Umamusume English live stream will be on Event Story. I'm looking forward to the first anniversary update. I know it's 8 months since launch, but so we're now here at the Hanshin Dai Shoten. This is a long distance G2 race, I think.
一体どのような結末を迎えるのか。阪神レース場に集まった異例ともいえる大勢のファンが固唾を飲んでその時を待ちます。
I didn't see the chat, sorry. Hikari from Blue Archive, his favorite. No, it's your favorite, by the way, Koga. My favorite is Hikari Rice Shower. Ah wait, those of you from Blue Archive is Mayro Top Gun.
今はもう違うよね。ブライアンさん、精一杯走ってきてくださいませ。私たちも全力で応援させていただきます。
ああ、よろしく頼む。
You shall win the Daishoten.
こんな場所を確保しといてやったからや。
This should be your comeback win. You should head in the paddock. Come on, I'll walk you over.
行ってくる。
頑張ってね。
You got this, Brian.
いってらっしゃいませ。
気合の入りは問題ないようだね。
What was that
走りたい
sneeze?
という気持ちがにじみ出ているぞ。姉貴やアマさんと走ったせいか、それを試したくてうずいている。マヤの彼女の実力は言わずもがなだが、
Koga sneezes as soon as I was about to check the Hanshin Daishoten. Okay, I'm about to finish the story chapter, don't worry.
ああ、見ていてくれ。
You've amazed me on countless occasions, fantastic times, surprising finishes, victories in the biggest races. And I know you're going to continue to amaze me. Nothing's ever dampened your drive to win since I met you. So go for it, Brian. Go for it.
頑張ってくる。
すっごいお客さんの
You've got comes Mayano Top
ウ
Gun!
マ娘対決だって盛り上がって
The determination is ready for this young
みんなと同じくらい
Umamusume.
ワクワクしてるの。ブライアンさんと一緒に走れるから。
そうか。
マヤの考えが間違ってなかったら今のブライアンさんは
Well, that's because that's her sister that prompted her to use that running style.
それでも
Since
すっ
the
ごく熱い
since
思
the
いが消えてない。
1993 Arumakinen.
ブライアンさんの気持ちはあの頃と全然変わらない。だから
Now I can see why Mayano the Top Gun did encounter Naruto Brian during her career mode. And it's just playful because she wanted to race against her idol, but her idol denies her in a cynical way, but not denying the fact that she is now outpacing her.
勝利をつかめぬたび奮い立たされる。
Don't tell me it's gonna go for daily login, daily reset.
溢れている。
負けないよブライアンさん。
ああ、望むところだ。
Okay. Just imagine I get interrupted by New Day. No!
新旧の
Yes!
代表ウマ娘が顔を揃えました。
No daily reset!
阪神大商店 G2 芝の3000メートル
Okay. Now we're getting the uninterrupted race of
成田ブライアンには正念場のレースとなります。
Hanshin Daishoten. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get daily reset yet.
スタートしました。
Anyway, almost there.
ブライアン好スタート。他のウマ娘たちも揃ってスタートを切っています。
あやちテイクオフ。
Here comes her catchphrase, Minor Takeoff.
快調に飛ばして成田ブライアンを
So she's racing first place. I wonder if Narita Brian will catch up to her. Interestingly, because this is a G2 race, they're mostly Mob Umas and then Narita Brian and Mayano Top Gun. I'm sad that Rice Shower is permanently benched.
応援を頑張ろう。お安いご
I'm even sadder about seeing hearing the real life version of Rice Shower.
現在
So.
4番手成田ブライアン
Even
は6
that.
番手の位置。各馬娘ここまで大きな動きがないまま残り 1000m を切って第3コーナーへ差し掛かります。
いくよ。ゴールにロックオン。
おっと
Alright,
ここで
here goes locking on. The Top Gun is out, increasing her pace. She's racing to higher ranks. She's trying to take the lead, but it's now a match between the young star and the veteran star. Whose pilots are gonna get first place? We're just in the middle of the race. Oh, it's nose to nose, neck and neck.
きっと周りの目には
And then there's
かつてと違
flashback.
う私が見えているのだろう。だが私は何も変わっていない。
She hasn't changed. Her unique skill is about to be used. By another Top Gun, good luck with that.
心の中で冷静に思いを
And there she is. She has now gotten her new racing outfit. Blaze.
成田ブライアン一歩も譲らない。成田ブライアンが外からかわす。
Oh, this arrangement. This is Blaze, the song that she's going to sing. And look at this. Even inside her aura, my god, she is now blazing fast. She's now a shooting star. She got first place against Minor Top Gun.
1着成田ブライアン。スタンドからは割れんばかりの大歓声。壮絶なマスレースを制して
Yeah. So I had to do this ironically because I do not want to start their neighbors. It's not 11. So yeah, without regret, Minor Top Gun is now. She has brought it back her first place win. Congrats, Brian. That was some incredible running.
そうだな。これまで走ってきた中で
I don't need to pull out the race details. Naruto Brian got second despite second place. Brian got first place despite second place favorite. Mayano Top Gun got second because despite having first place favorite. So I think the last couple of races pushed you to grow in a way the victories didn't.
だが これで満足するつもりはない。走ることへの渇望は今も私を前へと進ませる。その先にはまだ追い抜きたい。
Well, this may be the last race in her story chapter. Story chapter. There's 2 more races for outside of that chapter. I can tell she really means it. Her eyes shine passionately as she speaks. Never stop running, Brian.
無論だ。さあ、次のレースはまだか。
Haruten and Takamatsu no Miya. Haruten and Takamatsu no Miya Hai. Yes. I made it to Blaze! Ladies and gentlemen, her new outfit, which is unfortunately not yet playable as of the global version, as of the English version's first anniversary cycle. However, I can predict when she will be available. This Blaze outfit, she actually debuted with that new racing outfit before the New Year's Kita-chan and Satoru Diamond. I still blame that Naruto Brian variant for distracting me for not getting New Year's Kita-chan. I did end up getting New Year's Daya-chan in the Japanese version. I still haven't gotten her other black-haired Washoy girl. But nonetheless, I did play this song on a full version, and I gotta say, it's brilliant. Now, while it is a solo song, I think you might be able to see Blaze's full performance in a past Umamusume live events. As long as Naruto Brian's Seiyu is on stage, then you should be able to see Blaze, and it's so awesome. I think I can recreate this at 60 FPS, because I have the access to the Japanese version. I can replay that. But nonetheless, even with the 30 frames limitation, at least as of the English version's update cycle, at least the song rocks out, and the stage effects is already more than capable enough, even for like newer budget phones to see the graphics quality of Naruto Brian's performance. And that's the end of the chapter. End of the story chapter, I think.
ついにこの日がやってきました。年末の大一番、有馬記
The
念。
monumental end-of-year race, Arima Kinen.
実現一歩手前で白紙となってしまったビワハヤヒデと成田ブライアンの姉妹対決。
By the way, this is made up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to disclose the last 2 races that she's in. Haruten, she got 2nd place despite having first favorite, and Takamatsu no Miyahai, her last race is 4th place despite having 2nd favorite. There. And then we finally got a dream race at Arumakinen with the showdown of 2 sisters. You can also get the support card that features it. So, yeah. Interestingly, Haruten no Show in 1996, Brian got outpaced by Sakura Laurel, which she is playable in the Japanese version. I think it'd be interesting to see that. If you ever in career mode, do check if it's available. But for now, the dream race of Naruto Brian and Ryo Haida came true in Umamusume. So yeah, I'm glad that this chapter ended. Although Hanshin Daishoten is the one that finishes the chapter, and then we get the dream race at episode 13. It still gives us the dream of seeing the 2 Umamusume face off each other one day. But for now, we're already 20 years later into the game. We're already 20 years into horse racing, and it's now daily reset. Okay, I'm back. And I got daily reset. I got Agnes Digital and Agnes Tachyon login bonus.
謝罪の許可を願います。電気ポット
Same.
の故障を確認。食後のお茶の予定は
Yeah,
失礼いたします。よく西の
so yeah, I'm already
部
doing
屋に花を飾るの
on
ですが
daily reset.
見ていると不思議と心が
I'm not getting. I cannot get at my Vega. I can't get Admar Vega. Trust me. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get Admar Vega. I was going for Vegeta Ardan, but I ran out of time. One died.
勝負服の着用
Alright, so next story chapter will be Scenery, and it's Jerome's favorite Silent Suzuka will be the main Umamusume. Alongside supporting character Agnes Tachyon in this story, so chapter 5. Yeah, at least it's what it said in the Japanese pronunciation.
寒い日はバーボンを用意そうです。私は飲めませんが、父がマスターに送ろうかと
Okay, I
話してい
think ました。
I
only have 2 more Umamusume to get free chocolates. Alright, so okay, here's Super Creek. Valentine's Day present from Super Creek. Now this is an outdated Happy Valentine's Giri Choco. Handmade chocolate, by the way. You can get the special chocolate next year, I think. Next year or 2. I'm referring to Game Cycle, not the actual game's life cycle. I don't know. If I have extras, I use that, but yeah, I'm keeping it.
桜爆心王さんに差し入れをいただきました。
Yeah, I usually keep my handmade chocolate and special chocolates. It's Teizukuri and Giri Choco for those wondering in the Japanese version. So I will wait 5 days later and then I'll cover the event story with Kita-san Black and Satoru Diamond, as well as Mention Bright and also Magicaritan and Weiser. This will be in the next Umamusume stream. Story chapter 5 will be taking place at a later stream. So for now, I will check on Discord server and see if Zain is going to catch up with Umamusume. So anyway, that is going to be it for me. Thank you for watching, like, share, subscribe. Discord server, X Twitter account, link in the video description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, I'll be checking on Discord, and then, yeah, that's all for me. Next stream, I'm not sure, maybe on Sunday, tomorrow? Maybe not. I'll have to think of another streaming schedule. So anyway, see you guys next time, and good luck with your Champions meeting. Anyway, goodbye. See you soon. Even Miolo Bourbon has this line. Can we transition to sleep mode after lunch?